Hey there, my name is Jody Seibert, your bookkeeping coach, here to talk about tracking your sales. As I record this, it is the beginning of 2021, and there is, at the beginning of every year, there's a lot of talk about planning, setting goals, and of course, tracking those goals. And then I see even more talk about different apps, spreadsheets, bullet journal spreads, and all that to track your sales. You don't need those. You really don't need those. If your accounting software is properly set up, you can run the proper reports to get your daily sales, sales by customer, and sales by item, product, or service. I happen to be logged into the Xero demo company. If you're using QuickBooks, there are similar features available to set this up the same way. One thing you can use is, obviously, if you are a service-based company, is to be creating invoices for all your services for your clients. And then, of course, you want to make sure, why is this not working? Seriously? Okay, slow internet today, sorry. You could be creating your invoices. And I'm just going to open a random invoice here. And you will see that there's these item names, golf balls, in this case, courier charge. These you can set up as products in your software so that you can, instead of setting up an income account for every little thing that you sell, product or service, you can set up these, basically, some call them inventory, others, Xero calls them products and services. I believe QuickBooks is doing the same thing now. But basically, you're setting up these item codes. And I'm just going to pull one up here again, just to randomly look at. You can set prices. One of the cool things is, as you're doing invoices, you can have default descriptions, so you get consistency. And then you can see some transactions, attached to this item. You can set your default, purchase and expense accounts for sales, and if you're an item that has an actual physical inventory and all of that. But the cool thing about using this list of products and services is really that you can run this report, the sales by item, so that you can see right off the bat what are your best sellers. And of course, if you have a physical inventory, you can run your inventory report to see what your slow movers are. So you, again, don't need, your accounting software is your sales tracker. You don't need a separate app. You just need your accounting software set up to do what you need it to do. The other thing, and if you're using a third-party app, there's ways, say you're using one of the e-commerce tools or something, there's ways to get your sales into your accounting software to get very useful reports. Again, it's all about properly setting up your software to get these key metrics rather than yet another manual spreadsheet. If you hear me talk before, I hate spreadsheets. They're time wasters. They're always out of date. They're out of date the second you finish updating them again. All it takes is a bump of a key, data entry errors, and you're relying on incorrect data. The accounting software is meant to be reconciled back to your bank account so that the numbers are correct and you're relying on accurate information. So the sales by item, which could be products or services if you're a service-based professional. The other report that is amazingly helpful and very illuminating is the income by contact. So to see, and one of the things I really liked about Xero reports is they give you the current and these 3 prior months, and you immediately see trends. And of course, you see the totals here, but you can, in Xero, you can configure this to go back as many periods as you want. But, the whole point is you're right off the bat seeing who are your top customers. Because as a knowledge worker, service-based company, you know that where your time goes isn't necessarily always where the money comes from. And this can be very useful in helping you make decisions about who you're doing business with. And we go back to the sales by item and, you know, these products and services, it helps you decide what you actually should be selling and focusing on, where to focus your time. Now, when you look at sorry, I should have opened this before I started recording. A sales report, you can always run for a day and compare it with, you know, wherever you want, you know, a month, a day, a year, you know, whatever. There's ways, and this is why I like this is not the new income statement in Xero, it's the original one. But I like this one because, again, it's immediately showing you trends. Are you meeting your goals? All those goals that you set at the beginning of the year. Are you meeting your sales goals? The other thing you can do, obviously, and QuickBooks Online has this too on desktop, is that you want to set up a budget, because your budget is really the number representation of all that strategic planning you just did in December and January. And you're now working towards those goals. The budget allows you to set, you know, okay, what were your sales goals for each month? And then basically your expense accounts, it's how much is it going to cost for you to earn this, is really what a budget is. For all the bad rap that budgets get, that's all it is what's your goal to earn and what's it going to cost you to get that? And then, of course, at the bottom is what do you get to keep and then white profit. Of course, this one's not so great. But you can create, in both softwares, you can create multiple budgets. So you can do some scenario. And there's some third-party apps that do that kind of thing. But the whole point is, when it comes to carrying out the goals that you spent a lot of time planning for the upcoming months or year or whatever, that your accounting software, if it is properly set up, will be your tracker. You don't need another spreadsheet. You just need the software set up in a way that it's going to be able to tell you what you need. So I hope you found that helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or another topic you'd like me to cover. And have a great day.